All right, welcome back to another episode of the District 2 Sports Podcast. We're joined tonight by your host, as always, is Gregory, Devin, and Big Greg. Hi, guys, how you doing?
Doing well, but you didn't let that lady even finish saying you were recording before you done started in on the podcast. So
We're waiting on you guys. We gotta get this thing going.
look, my brain is fried right now going through this. Y'all didn't put me on the spot, and I'm sure I'm going to shine as I usually do, but I put in some work trying to shine. I can tell you that. Um, I'll let Devin get his feelings out first before I come back to something very important.
To be
No,
fair, I have if you check your work emails, I have sent y'all the list of what was going on tonight. I mean, this is on you guys.
when was this sent out? I don't know if we
I don't
got
have that one either, Devin. I
I
Yeah,
got
don't know if we
last
got the
week's, but
work
not this
memo
week.
here,
we'll take
the
care of this.
corporate memo.
We'll do this off camera.
Have your people call my people.
Devin, what's your feelings? You got any feelings?
I'm doing great. I actually, this is not going to help my cause tonight, but I took a little power nap before we got on the podcast. So,
Mm.
if I'm not here all the way tonight, then,
So we got a
that
fried
explains things.
brain, sleepy Devin. I mean, it's just way to show up, guys.
Okay, hold on. We're not going any further without this because I wish we could rewind the tape from last week because
Uh-oh.
I was nearly, and anybody out there listening, y'all call in, y'all send your thoughts and prayers to me from last week. I was nearly crucified for picking the winners or ranking the teams in the college football playoff last week. I was nearly crucified for picking Ohio State 1, Notre Dame 2. I think I went with I forgot who Notre Dame was playing. Who would they play?
Penn State.
Penn State.
All right, and then Ohio State played who? Texas. I think I had Texas 3 and Penn State 4.
You're
And
you're
guess who won? And guess who's playing for the national championship?
your eldest son is he's got something against Northeast schools. I'll say that about it. Northeast and Midwest schools.
Let me ask
I
you
don't
this,
know what
Devin. Have you ever lived up there for a year? I don't think so. I have. I mean, all I said was that I thought Ohio State was definitely number one. I agree. We all said they were going to be in the national championship. I thought Texas was a good team. I thought they were number two. They played up a good fight against, Ohio State. Just that, sack by Sawyer and sack fumble and touchdown. They were driving. And then Notre Dame did kind of surprise me to beat Penn State. I thought Penn State was rolling there in that first half, and they came back. So
Hold on. I'm still in stun mode right here because of what Devin just said about you.
what do you what? I guess I'm gonna get to North.
Northeast schools. So let's just figure this one out real quick.
Who
So
might get?
living in Rhode Island, how close were you to Penn State for one and Ohio State for two? And
Devin
you
Devin came
really
up there.
didn't have any kind of big time football being played in the Northeast anyway. I mean, you had Boston College, but that was
Wow.
about it. I mean, you got Yale, you got who else you got up there? Southern Connecticut or somebody like that. Southern New Hampshire University that's online now or what? I don't know.
Brown.
Brown, do they have a football team? I tell
This
you what
guy,
though, Harvard does have a football team and they got a really nice stadium over it too. You should have gone over there to that.
this guy is the Kirk Herbstreit of this podcast.
Uh,
He's just full SEC bias. I mean, that's the reason we tell all these coaches. We think that the ODAC is the SEC of D3 sports. I think we should start saying they're the Big Ten of D3
exactly,
sports.
exactly, exactly. We're go we're going to have to change this thing.
I mean, we might have two new open positions for co-hosts in this podcast where I'm getting treated here recently.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So, are you going to admit that you were wrong?
I said I was wrong. I said that Notre Dame
Okay.
they beat
Okay.
Penn State. I was wrong.
So you're going to agree that that clock is right twice. A broken clock is right twice a day, right? Okay.
I'm pulling for Notre Dame too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't like them, but I'm pulling for. Who do you pull for? Ohio State or Notre Dame?
Who am I pulling for?
Yeah.
I am not pulling for either one of them. I do not like either one of them. I cannot find a way to pull for either one. I just can't. If I had to pick between coaches, if you really want to put me on the spot, I don't think you'll find, and Devin sent me a message the other night, or sent us both a message the other night. You will not find a more classier guy than Coach Freeman is for Notre Dame. I mean, that guy, after that game, he was just a complete gentleman. I mean, he could have run and jumped off the side of the stairwell and jumped on his boy's shoulders and stuff, but he was there for the interview, and I'm sure he had his exciting moments later on, but I just think he was very, very classy. And I had never thought much about what's the quarterback's name? I can't think of it. Transfer from Duke.
Oh,
Leonard.
Leonard, Riley Leonard.
Yeah, I was really not a big fan of his, and I'm not really a big fan of his as a quarterback still, but the way he portrayed himself after the ball game as well, and giving the Lord a lot of credit for what took place at the game and them winning, and he also admitted another thing that I think that he might be able to take into the next game, and that is he flat out admitted that he really didn't do a whole lot of good for their team the other night during that game, and I think he's got a lot of improvement to make. And but the bad thing is I don't think Notre Dame has seen a defense as good as Ohio State's.
And going back to what you said earlier, your brain's fried, Devin's sleepy, and I'm distracted. Florida's losing by 8 right now, number 5 in the country to Missouri at home. So, mm,
Mm.
Mhm.
mm,
Mm.
mm. Yeah, we'll see. But let's get into some highlights. So we want to do this podcast or do this whole thing because we want to kind of highlight some talent in the area, and we did for football a few times with Devin and I, and we have Big Greg here for some basketball stuff. I feel like you can add more stuff to the basketball scene than maybe football. I mean, did you play football when you were younger?
Wow.
I mean, dead
Wow.
serious.
I played football. Let me tell you something. I'll just give you a little background. I played baseball my entire life. I played football up until the eighth grade, and the only reason why I didn't play junior high football or continue my football career was Les Mayhew, who directs the USA Prime Baseball Conference or nationwide, whatever they call it. I don't know if they call them conferences or whatever they call these divisions or whatever. Anyway, he's head of the USA Prime Baseball for the United States. We were playing, both of us were running backs on our I guess that would be our middle school team. And Les took a handoff up the middle and broke his wrist. Helmet hit him right dead in the wrist and broke his wrist. And dear old dad said that's it for him. So I turned in my equipment the
Mm.
next day, and I did play basketball. I didn't play varsity basketball, but did play JV basketball at GW.
Why didn't you play varsity? You just didn't like want to play, or is it just like they were just a really good squad?
I think I was going to be the guy that helped the GPA, you know, since I graduated. And let's get this straight too. I did graduate 17th in my 16th in my class, 17th in my class out of 600 students. So I think I would have helped out the GPA a little bit. Don't think I'd have seen much playing time, but you know, um, they did have a really good team my senior year as well. So, but anyway, that was my playing career. That's a lot of things I'd like to go back and change about. I really, to this day, wish I would have played football. I really do.
You think you could have gone somewhere if you did?
I wouldn't say that.
Mm.
I think I would. I mean, let's think about this. Right now, I'm 5'10", 11 stretching, and about 225. And in high school, I was 5'10" or 11 and a 175, 177. So
Mm.
been
You could be
tough.
you could be a little fullback or something.
I could maybe played a little DB or something to that effect.
Well, so for our first five tonight will be Shane Pendergrass out of the Hargraves post grad team. But he's a 2026 graduate, so I think he's a junior this year, right, Devin? Is that how that works, right?
Yep.
2026
Yep.
next year, senior. Okay. So we have him. We have Cy Hardy from Northside. He's a senior. We have Trey Beamer, who was at Carlisle from Martinsville, who's now at IMG Academy. Then we have, I think Noah Farley is a 2027 kid. He's from Floyd County. He sends us highlights like pretty much every week. So we make sure we put them on the podcast. And then last we have Kam Brown out of Salem, who I believe is a senior as well. So nice little mix here. So if you have any highlights and you want to be featured, send us a DM. Okay. So it's highlights are tough to find. It's not like a football where you can go to huddle and get everything you need. So it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah,
So
these guys are hidden. I don't know what. I guess coaches aren't putting anything out there this early in the year or something. I don't know.
well, I thought back when I played, we you went to a coach and you gave them your film and stuff. I guess that's what they're still doing. I thought things had gotten better in 15 years, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Guess,
I'm
I
wondering
guess
how much of it is revolves around
Camps,
like camps and yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. In AAU,
true.
I'm sure that's where a lot of these kids are getting looks, and it's less about what they're doing in high school.
Yeah. Well, let's review Shane Pendergrass first. So, like I said, Hargrave's PG team, power forward, 6'8", 210, uh, ranked as a 119 composite. So, pretty good. Looking at that, close to 100. Number 5 in Virginia, the 21st power forward in the nation. So, had a good little list here of offers. Looks like some mid-majors here: Bryant, George Mason, George Washington. Also Big Ten, Iowa and Maryland. So, he's definitely getting some looks. I was supposed to see if they had anything. Oh yeah, I mean
look, he's still getting offers from A&M. It looks like, huh?
yeah, A&M, St. Joseph's, and he's only like I said, he's only a junior this year, so he could continue to skyrocket. And um, if you know anything about Hargrave, they play in that. Oh gosh, it's like some league now. I think I don't know if it's EPL or whatever it is. Um, but there's so many different leagues now, as far as like post grad and Oak Hill's in a league now where they play against all the top talent. So they all play against really good talent, and he kind of skyrocketed up the board. So. And we do have some highlights of here of Mr. Pendergrass. So I wanted to go over these real quick with everybody.
Yeah, I had not seen these until just now.
So yeah, this is number 5 right here. So outside shooter,
Oh yeah,
pretty nice.
yeah, very nice actually. Yeah,
He's on defense, rebound.
he's not a small kid by no means either.
No, like I said, I think it's was it 6'7", 6'8", all
Look
up
at
his
him
rebound.
following up offensive rebound. That's good.
I do miss going to Hargrave's little gym. It's
Oh
small, but
yeah,
it's you can feel that old time feel to it. Here he is again from outside.
Wow,
Yeah, I mean he's fluid.
there he is again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
mm.
I like his outside shot. I do like it
And I wonder
very
if
much.
he'll be more of like a stretch four at the next level, or if he'll be more of a wing type of player.
You
Seems
yeah,
know,
like
by
I mean, he's got the size to do both. So,
by no means am I trying to put him in a Jackson, who was our other or Cam what's Cam what was Cam's
Cam
last
Johnson.
Johnson. I'm not trying to put him in that kind of role just yet. I mean, I think he will have to grow into it, but they were twos and threes and they were able to take those, take out spread the offense and get those guys outside and open up the lane. So that seems like that's right up this guy's alley in my book.
yeah. Texas A&M, St. Bonaventure, St. Joseph's, Old Dominion. So I mean, yeah, with that kind of stroke and how he plays, I think he's going to only get more offers and more offers. So I think we'll see him in the. It might seem 100 or below next year. I think if he continues to play like this.
Yeah, these things change, especially, some of these guys will be moving out too. So, when they get on to the next level, these guys will move right down and into some top spots, that's for sure.
Yeah. So our next one here is Cy Hardy. So if you know anything about him, plays for Northside. They've won back-to-back state championships. He and Michael Harvey are just kind of dominate that front court for um for Northside. So um I think he's got some offers here. I think I have his offer list right here. Um yeah, so I saw some stuff with him, Randolph Macon, Mount Olive, Emory and Henry. So a lot of like D3, D2 schools. So a senior, and he could potentially get some mid-major looks too. So I think he was the Class 3 Player of the Year last year as well. So as a junior, so pretty good guard here. So this is his highlights from last year's postseason. So you'll see him. Um, I think play against Lake Taylor too at the very end here too. So we kind of watched a little bit here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great. I saw Cy
Oh,
play as I guess when he
My
was a
goodness.
sophomore. When he was a sophomore against Cave Spring, and it's so crazy to see just how much he's grown, and I mean not only in size but just as a basketball player in general
Gosh,
over those last couple of years.
he's a very physical guard, that's for sure.
yeah. And like I mentioned, Lake Taylor came to that game. I think they were like either undefeated or just like lost one game. They had it's just monsters as on the team, and he went right at him.
How tall is this
Mm.
kid? Nice
Oh,
step back.
I thought I have it. I don't have it. I think he's 5'10", I believe. And I think this is Spotswood right here, it looks like.
He may be a hidden gem in
Yeah.
my
He
book.
is for sure.
Stop and go. Can do it outside, inside, gets up, and one.
He kind of reminds me of a kid that plays on my best friend's ODAC team,
Is that Adam Brazil?
Adam Brazil.
Now
I
Tim
th
gets punked too.
He might be a little bit more physical than Adam is.
It's Abington here. I mean, he's just smart with the ball.
He
He's
is.
Hmm.
He
fluid.
very much is. Now you know why they're state champions.
I mean, they can win
And
three
look,
straight.
look at him get up. I didn't realize he had those kind of bunnies.
Nice shooting. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he's
like I like
fearless.
it. And let's think about one thing too. I mean, let's just say he doesn't, get to that Power Five conference level this year, or get that offer this year. I mean, hey, look at the way the transfer portal is, and
Yeah.
Hmm.
hey, go play a couple years or go play one
Hmm.
year, and yeah, you might be on your way to somewhere big.
Man,
But I think the kid can play. I mean, God,
Oh
I do
yeah.
too. I mean, he's
and
just yeah.
it ain't like he's playing the Sisters of the Poor.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, Bill Pope and Northside, they play everybody. So I mean, like I say, he's
Mm.
not playing against slim talent. I
I
mean,
mean,
look at this.
we just saw Tunstall. Who was the other who they playing this
Salem,
champ?
Spotswood, Lake Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, God, they're playing the best of the best in high school.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, the
that's just
kid can
nice.
shoot. He can flat out shoot. What was his point average?
Maybe they have it here. Let's see if they have anything. Like I said, it's kind of hard to find all the stuff
Yeah.
we need. But
Well,
if the coaches we spoke to, like all these D3 coaches we've spoken to, I mean, this is a perfect player for their system. I feel like. I mean,
yep.
I
Hmm.
feel like he could be maybe a first year starter too in the D3 in the ODAC. So, but he does have that offer from Randolph Macon,
Yeah.
D2 offer from Mount Olive too. So, um,
I'll be talking to my best friend here this week and see
yeah,
if he's taken a look at him yet.
put the word out for
We
Cy
will
Hardy. Last,
definitely.
I mean, class three player of the year as a junior. So you won't see that too often at all.
Yeah.
All right, so our next one here, Trey Beamer. So like I mentioned earlier, he's from Martinsville. Um, I think he played at Carroll. Oh my gosh, what's that team in Martinsville? The private school in Martinsville.
Carlisle.
Carlisle. I don't want to say Carroll. Carlisle. I think he played there for a couple of years, then transferred down to IMG. He's also a junior, class of 2026, now at IMG Academy. Uh, Ranked in 138 national in the composite, 16 point guard, and 18 in Florida. So I thought I saw someone on his Twitter page where he had scored like 600 points or 700 points just as
Mm.
a freshman.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but
Gosh.
he also has a list too here. Old Dominion, Mississippi State, High Point, Hampton, and College of Charleston. I'm sure a lot more too as he kind of goes, turns into a senior as well. 6'1" point guard, 160. So Piney's put a little bit of weight on too.
Hmm.
Looks like yeah, Wake Forest here, Radford, Hampton. But let's see some highlights here. So these highlights are like, pretty quick, but I have another one too for him.
Is this at IMG right here?
Yeah,
It's a nice place.
yeah. He can also stroke it.
Wow, nice.
Mm.
It's a pretty shot.
So yeah, but I have another one here. Sorry.
Yeah, those numbers
This
are those numbers look low for him.
Yeah. So this one right here, this is against number three Columbus. So everyone knows about the Boozer twins. I think what they are, right? Them Boozer twins
Hmm.
going to Duke. So playing against some really good talent here in the City of Palms Classic. I think there's a few three-pointers for him. So you have him in the corner over there. Nice stroke. Here's with the ball. Or no, off the ball. There we go.
Mm, that's a nice shot. That's out there too.
Wow.
That's some
Yeah.
distance.
Again, leave him open again. Quick trigger too. Gets a friendly roll. So hey, another 11 points there against Columbus too. We talked about it's just a really good team. They're number one in the country too. So
Man,
IMG's kind of going with coming up the ranks. So Trey Beamer, hey, like I said, if you guys have some more highlights, DM us. So we want to put y'all out there. So, um, but Trey Beamer, lots of offers here, mid-major and D1. So we're looking forward to see how he shoots up the ranks as a senior next year too. Anything you guys want to add?
No, I think
no.
he looks like a very coachable kid as well.
Oh yeah, he's
So
got
here's
a good frame to put on some weight too. That's for sure.
yeah. So here is Kam Brown from Salem. So a couple coaches have already talked about him. We talked to Melvin Felix there at EMU. He talked about how he's looking at him. A few other D3 schools, Roanoke, are looking at him too. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands at. But he's number 5 here. This is his first 8 games of this season. So probably the best highlights we've had so far. If we can get to play. There we go. Here he is right here. Alley-oop.
Oh, goodness.
Can shoot it from outside. Nice little stroke.
Yeah, it is. How tall is he?
I think he's 6'3". Oh gosh, I have to look at it again. Wait, I can probably tell you right now. Look it up. While you're watching the highlights.
Hmm.
Nice little dunk. Gets the north side. Again, Salem's playing its good talent as well. And they just won today too. Big win over Patrick Henry
Nice,
Roanoke.
nice. And the thing I've noticed about, especially about him, not only is he doing it on the offensive end of the floor, he's doing it on the defensive end of the floor as well.
Let's see here. Oh, 6'5". Sorry, 6'5",
Nice.
180. Combo guard. Plays AAU for the Hill City Crash. It must be a
Like,
pretty smart kid too. I mean, says he's part of the National Society of High School Scholars.
good touch.
I want to know how he's at Salem and they don't make him play quarterback too.
Look, oh, here we go.
Right.
Defense. Look at the defense. I mean, I mean, he could have very easily fouled that kid on the break, but he didn't.
Yeah,
Nice. I like him. He's premier, especially for D2, D3.
nice little fadeaway. Yeah,
hmm
yeah. I think besides the two guys getting national looks, but Cy Hardy, this kid, I mean, they could definitely get D3 looks,
Oh,
hmm
definitely. Yeah.
and I think contribute right away too. I mean, what I should have said, they contribute right away at D3. Gosh, not scared of any contact. Goes
Nope.
right to the hoop. That's the type of kid you don't want to face either.
No.
You're
Nope.
playing defense, you don't want this kid coming right at you.
Look at him moving without the ball.
Yep.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna get off dunk that off the backboard. Ooh.
Nice. Yeah,
There we go.
these are good highlights.
Yeah. So Kam Brown at Salem. I was gonna say one
Look at
more.
look at this. I mean, he followed him. I mean, he could have sat there at the free throw line and watched his ball off and go to somebody else. He decided to get in there and mix it up.
Mm.
I mean, the
Like
thing is, you don't see him fouling
no.
on the offensive rebound or playing defense.
And
And he
one.
had
Oh, it should have been and one.
and he hadn't run over nobody for a charge. I mean, guy's got a lot of control.
Handles really handles the ball well too for a big guy.
Yes.
So yeah, he can be. I mean, 6'5". He's be like. I guess nowadays it could be a guard.
hmm
Depending what level it is. So he can definitely handle the ball coming up the court. Let's see, last one here. Playing some defense, block. Oof.
I mean,
And you hate,
he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
and you hate,
Timing,
you hate to see that against Case Spring and Coach
yeah,
Gruce.
body control, everything. I mean, that kid can play.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's athletic. Definitely the most athletic kid on the court.
but yeah. So we'll have some more recruits next week. Like I said, if you're in our DM, send us some highlight videos. Send us a good highlight video too. Don't just send us like any 30-second clips. We want some some highlights from the season, so we can put you on here. And like I said, we talked to 10 of the 13 coaches in the ODAC, so I'm not saying we'll get you somewhere, but we can definitely have some talk around the league.
Hey, while y'all are talking, wasn't there somebody specific that y'all wanted highlights of that we could not find tonight?
Oh, Kobe Morrison.
Yeah, please, Kobe, come
It's I'm sure his
come.
highlights are somewhere. I just can't find them. Like I went to Huddle. I mean, Devin said that Huddle's big on football, so that's probably what it is. But um, I try to get to the three from GW. Isaac Smith, he's a freshman going to has an ODU offer. Zay Cobbs and
Mm.
Kobe Morrison.
A
So
freshman with an ODU offer?
that's what I've seen. So those tweeted out. So
Hey, DeMarcus, we tight, Bo. Send us those kids highlights, man.
and another person I wanted to highlight too was Rayshawn Logan from Gretna. I know he does a lot on the football
Oh
field
yeah.
as a quarterback, but and he's a big reason why they're 8-1 on the basketball court too. So definitely want to highlight him.
What's Si's last name? What's his name?
Who's that?
Hardy.
Hardy.
Oh yeah, Cy Hardy. Already sending some stuff out. All right, I see. Nice. Was it your best friend?
It's my best friend.
All right.
I mean, this is insider trading going on as
It
far as the
is.
recruiting world goes.
He did text me and says, "Be sure to let the boys know that your best friend's team is on the road tomorrow night." So I thought I'd let y'all know.
All right, let's continue on the basketball theme here. Let's do our first ever District 2 sports podcast, top 10 in basketball. We've done it for football for a few weeks, but like I said, football's a little more easier as far as like highlights, as far as following the teams. Basketball's a
Well,
little tough.
it's tougher too because there's a lot more. I don't know. Interleague is not the best terminology to say here, but I guess interdivisions. I mean, there's a lot of tournaments where there's a Division One team playing a Division Four or five team. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That it's crazy. And in my book, just in my book, my opinion, I think in basketball, I told you in baseball it was doable, but I think in basketball even more. I think you can find five players in a school to compete with five players. They might have 15
Right.
players, but you can find five players that can play against another team in these divisions. And I think that's what makes basketball so much more tougher.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But let's get a top 10 together. So do
This
you
is
want
gonna be fun.
I know it's gonna be
Oh
tough.
yeah.
It's gonna take some time because they're gonna have all do you want how do you want to do this? So I have about 20 teams here.
I figured
We're
you would. So you know
we're
you
staying
can't
around
make a decision.
we're staying around Danville, Lynchburg, and Roanoke, right?
That's what I think we should do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Same as
And
football.
let me ask you something. So since you've asked that question, so do we allow teams like Blue Ridge? Do we allow teams like Oak
See,
Hill into this thing? Say, I don't think so. I
I don't
think
think
we're
so
I don't
either.
talking.
think so either.
I think North Cross and Carlisle and all of them are gone.
So North Cross is out too.
I think so. I think
Hmm.
I see they're playing Virginia High School League, but I
a
see.
couple of teams here and there, but it's hard to tell. Like I can't tell. Like I think we should just keep private schools out. I think it's just easier that way.
Okay. Well,
Wow. Well, keep
Nothing against
private
private
schools
schools,
out,
but I
huh?
think that it's
I
just
mean
easier.
they were in the football poll. I mean,
I also said they shouldn't be in that one, but y'all are real. Well, okay, let's take a bet. Y'all or take a ruling. Y'all want North Cross in this? You want private schools in the top 10 of this for
I
basketball?
mean, so is Blue Ridge considered a private school?
Oh yeah.
Are we classifying Blue Ridge and North Cross in the same
Oh
class?
wait,
I mean,
is
are
there
we
two?
putting them in?
Are there two different private school classifications too now?
Uh, I
Like,
I I don't think we could put North Cross in it, but I mean I
Okay.
don't think we could put Blue Ridge in it for sure. And if we can't put them in it, I don't think we could put North Cross in it.
All right,
So
I'll go with you on that.
all right, let's go. All right, so number one. Let's start number one here.
My number nine team's out of it already. I gotta
My
find a
number
replacement.
to me, this number one team.
I know who you're
Um,
going with already. I know.
we probably all agree on this. I'm going Northside number one.
We
hmm.
don't agree on this.
Really?
I'm going GW number one.
I
Mm.
have GW ranked number one.
But to Gregor's defense, Northside's back-to-back state championships,
Lost on a
you
lot.
know,
If you they lost one game so far against EC Glass and Chance Harmon, and that was a. I'll make sure I say this correctly. I don't want to say it was like a fluke or anything, but it was a corner three to beat the buzzer. So they lost a close one, a very close one at the buzzer.
Mm.
So I think with Cy Hardy, who just covered, Michael Harvey, that combo, that front
Listen,
court,
you just
who?
also said that GW had three people, and one of them was a sophomore with a ODU offer. So, but listen, I'm not budging. If the other guy on this thing wants to budge, that's who you got to go with because it's one to
Okay,
one right
I,
now. I'm not moving.
so I
If
got
his
I'm
votes,
I'm
I got politic this way.
yes,
I'm going GW.
okay,
Wow, GW Danville.
yes,
Who,
number
Who
one.
was there? Who was there one loss to, by the way?
It's
who did?
two. I can tell you who it was. It was the Spotswood.
Spots. I mean, you got to go with GW at number one.
Who
Yeah.
and let's go ahead and
Hold
back
on.
this. Hold on just a second before you
Okay.
say anything.
Yeah.
Spotswood also played the number five team in the entire country, which right now happens to be John Marshall, and only lost by about 10 or 11 points. So I think
Mm.
it's legit.
They also lost, I think, twice to EC Glass.
They did. And I also have EC Glass in our poll.
I do too, but all right, so we put DW Danville one. Are you putting EC Glass two? You putting Northside
No,
two?
I'm Northside too.
I'm
I
putting
had
Northside
Northside too.
too.
Yeah.
Even though EC Glass beat them,
Yeah.
and they have two wins over Spotswood.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. I don't understand y'all's rankings
So you
now.
put Glass, you had Glass two and Northside
I
one?
had no.
Oh,
I had Northside one, GW, and then EC Glass.
So
see,
you still had Northside above EC Glass then.
Yeah, but like I
yeah.
said, it was the
What's he
last second.
talking about? I want to
That's the
say what
last
he's
second
talking
loss.
about.
That's the last second loss. Also, hold on. We'll get some history here. GW was basically Tunstall last year, and
And what's that
Northside
got
beat
to do?
them.
What's that got to do with anything
Northside
this
beat
year?
them.
Wow.
Northside beat them in the I think the state semifinals.
Wow.
And let me go ahead and say this now because I watched it. I watched it streaming last year, and I know neither one of you two did.
I
If
did. Missed
if
like
Tunstall missed, I think, and I might be wrong. I think they missed 16 free throws. It was
yeah,
like
it
they
was
were two
bad.
for 18 from the line. It was something ridiculous like that. I mean, I think they lose by 7 or 9 points. I mean, draw your own conclusion.
All right. I know. I had my pick with number one, and they fell back, so I had to.
Yeah.
Are they 1-1 or is it 1-2?
No, it's one and two.
Okay, I was making sure. Make sure. All right.
This is gonna get fun because now it's getting ready to get going because I can see what's happening now
What's going on?
because I know who you got number three.
Oh, I have EC Glass.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got
Well,
EC Glass.
it's really funny because I was going to put Glass two, but after you made the call before that we started the podcast tonight, I changed it up and I have Salem at number three.
Wow,
Wow.
Yeah,
wow. Okay,
but
Devin, you're
that's
kind of deciding vote here.
I have Glass at number
okay.
three.
Okay,
I'm in total agreement. Three.
But I'm also trying to figure out if they're what the score is between LCA and Glass right now, but I can't find anything.
so this is where it all goes downhill here. And I think GW Northside and East Glass were a clear cut top three in my mind.
Okay.
Unless people just start losing tonight. Four. I
I,
had Carroll County as at 11-0 at four.
I don't even. I'll be honest with you. I don't have Carroll County on my radar, so I don't have Carroll County period in the top 10. I had Salem number three, so they would have to be my number four team.
Who did have a big win tonight against Patrick Henry Roanoke?
Salem did.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Plus they have what's his name, the power forward or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
We
Kam
just
Brown.
looked at.
We just looked at.
Yeah. So it's y'all's call.
Yeah, I at number four,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Salem there.
Okay.
All right. So Salem. All right. I'm gonna overrule twice. Might as well be
Okay.
the Devin and Big Greg show tonight. All right.
Might as well. Might as well. We know our basketball.
All right. So five. Who y'all want at five?
I think it
All right,
goes. I think we've gone top four, and then this
I
is
got
where
a
it's
dark
going off
horse
the
here.
rails.
I got a dark horse.
I kind of do too, Dev.
Who you got?
At number four right now, if I go, I'm going strictly record. Okay,
Strictly
strictly
record.
record.
Okay.
I've got Gretna.
I have Gretna at number five too.
Yep.
What? Come on.
Yep.
But
Yep.
you go by record or you go by the strength of that record?
Well, they're 8-1. I didn't look at the strength, but they're 8-1, and they're let's see. I think they're number two in Division Two.
Are you going with Max Preps?
Yes.
See, I just don't trust Max Preps on anything they do.
Do we have a score tonight between them and Alta Vista?
I'm still gonna find something. Y'all keep talking. I'll see here. Let me see.
Well, you know what
I,
though? You know what? It's two of us that got them number five, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable.
Well, my
Overruled.
my next one was North Cross, so we're
I
gonna
mean,
have to kick
I
them
just want to make
out.
sure, I do want to make sure y'all have like a list of teams here we need to look at. We have Carroll County, Floyd, Gretna, LCA. We have Allegheny. We have
I
Patrick
didn't
Henry
have it.
Roanoke, William
Okay.
Fleming, Halifax, Alta Vista, Rustburg, Appomattox,
Okay.
Nelson County.
What are you trying to say? We don't know
I just
where
want to I just want to make sure
what
y'all
high
knew the
schools
team.
are.
I just want to make sure y'all knew. You
All
had
right.
some.
So, Devin, you had North Cross at number six. So, who did you have at seven then?
LCA. But seeing that Carroll County is 11-0, maybe I'd be okay to put Carroll County at number 6.
I'm not. If I had LCA number seven, but in number six spot, I actually had Floyd County
Okay,
I have Floyd too.
I have
at
Floyd at
number
number 8,
six.
but yeah.
I have Floyd at six. They've only
Let's go
lost one
Floyd.
game.
Yeah,
So, are we good with Floyd at six?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I have so that's probably where y'all can disagree with me too. But I have William Fleming. Played some tough games.
And they're 7-4.
They played some tough games. Played Albemarle. Played some teams up in from Northern Virginia.
Can you give me some for
Oh
example
yeah, yeah. I mean,
examples?
yeah. We can pull it up real quick.
See,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you're overruled again because I think it's going to come down to number seven is LCA.
I mean,
I have LCA there.
it's not even fair.
Forget your argument. Never mind.
LCA 7.
Who's LCA? They played West Potomac. Or no, I'm sorry. William Fleming played West Potomac. They
Thank
played
you.
who is Godwin? Okay, they played Freedom High School.
I mean, come on. I mean, they're playing. That's a difficult schedule. And y'all just
I didn't say it wasn't
y'all
GW
two.
difficult.
GW Albemarle.
I mean, come
Okay,
on.
all right.
Y'all two are just. I think y'all two.
They
Who?
beat Glass twice. All right. I might have to.
Thank you. I mean, y'all two are just sitting there
I'd
talking
be
to each
okay
other.
putting them at 9 or 10. I think right now.
Boy, does that avoid stick up for him.
Good gosh. All right. So, who do you want? Who do y'all two have at 8? Y'all just let me know, and I'll put these down since y'all two agree on everything.
I
Well,
had Floyd there originally, but
so we got them at six and LCA at seven. Who did you have at nine then, Deb?
Glenver of all teams.
Yeah, they're 4-1. That's not a bad deal. I actually had Heritage at number eight.
What is that record?
Wow, but not good, right?
They're like 6-6, I think.
Yeah, you're so wrong.
Heritage
Oh,
is 4-6 right now. What do you?
no, they're not. They're 8-3, ain't they?
You got Heritage. I got Heritage.
Heritage,
I have the wrong
Heritage
Heritage.
Pioneers.
Let's
Okay.
see. Look at Heritage. Heritage in Leesburg.
All right, I should have said Nelson County. Who did we just say?
I think we have to go back to Carroll County.
At eight,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Carroll County.
All right, I got one finally. One for the Gipper. All
All
right,
right.
here y'all one for 9.
So not, I think 9 and 10 for me. I think we go. I think we go Glenver and Fleming. I think with one of those, we can flip the spots, but I think those are the last two.
I'm going William Fleming for sure. Uh, I'm kind of I think William Fleming was 9 and 10. I don't really.
I
There's a
had
few teams that can be
I
there.
had I had Apo at 10.
Yeah, I have Apo on the list. I have Nelson County. I have Rustburg. Alta Vista getting looks. Halifax, they're a tough team, but not in there completely. I don't think. Allegheny's tough.
And watch out for my little guy. My little guy's still there too.
Who's
They
this?
just Alta Vista. They're going to come on strong. Y'all watch. Y'all watch.
So I think we all agree on William Fleming 9, right?
William Fleming. Wake Forest, as you say.
And 10, this is a free for all, this one. So Devin had, who'd you have 10? Devin had Glenver.
Glenver.
Who do you have, Big Greg?
I actually, if y'all could see my paper, it says Apo.
Appomattox. So, man, I don't know if I should put my third team in there or agree with you guys.
Well,
Who's your
who's your
13?
13?
I think Allegheny or I,
Let's
Glenver's
do
tough. Glenver's gonna pay you like 6 games,
let's
right?
do the eye test. Let's see. Let's go to these teams. Let's
All right,
where
let's do.
what
I'll pull
so
up Allegheny.
I got Apo. You get Allegheny.
I'll get Glenver.
So Allegheny basketball. Here we go. They're 7-3. Their two losses are to Stanton, who is undefeated, I think, or pretty good there in Harrisonburg area. Um, they beat Radford, Blacksburg, Stewart Draft. Oh, they beat a top 10 team already,
Who?
Liberty Christian,
Hmm.
Hmm.
And that's who? That's Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Hmm.
They've played some tough teams. Beat all or lost Auburn.
All right.
Who's y'all's let's see who y'all have?
Who'd you got, Devin?
I can't. I'm actually. I don't know if I can even go with Glenver because they have unreported scores against Carroll County and Salem. So
I don't
I'm
think they
sure their record.
played because of the snow.
No. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I think, and they lost their last game by 30 to
Yeah. Yeah. They got
Watertot.
destroyed by Botetourt. Yeah. Okay. We'll go with I'll go with whoever y'all got there.
All right.
So me,
So
who you got? Who's your team? We'll go ahead and put you down too.
I'm looking at Apo right now, and I got
Appomattox.
they beat Amherst twice.
Go ahead and put this puppy down too.
They put Cumberland down by 25. They lost to Rustburg by 10. They lost to Gretna by 14. Beat Alta Vista. Beat Stanton River. Beat Brookville at Brookville.
I don't think it's. I think
All right,
Allegheny.
all right. Although I don't know nothing about Allegheny, but we'll go with Allegheny.
Hey, we talked about our boy Jordan, Des Jordan, quarterback at Allegheny, plays
Yeah.
Is he on
basketball
a
as well.
basketball team?
Yeah.
Oh,
Des, send us some highlights.
Shout out to the men's tennis coach there. He follows us on Twitter as well. So all right. So is our
Does Moyot play basketball as well?
Doyot?
Doyot. I call him Moyot every time. Doyot. Does Doyot play basketball for Glenver?
I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. All right. So let's go over this. Make sure everyone's. I mean, I don't agree, but GW 1,
Of course
Northside
you
2,
don't.
EC Glass 3, Salem 4, Gretna 5, 6 Floyd, 7 LCA, 8 Carroll, 9 William Fleming, and 10 Allegheny.
So
I
what
think that's
part
a.
do
I think
you
that's
not?
a.
I think it's a strong 10, but what part do you not agree with?
No, I'm fine with that. I think
He's still